Droids were quick to make, some were reasonably priced, and all were obedient to those they were programmed to serve. They could operate around the clock, whereas clones were still human. They needed rest, food, and their health to survive. Droids were precise, literally machines with targeting systems that provided the most accurate shot for the situation at hand, and not to mention, they executed any order they were given. No inhibitor chip required like the clones needed. Droids are expendable, their parts are exchangeable, and they're quick to produce on demand with no training to learn other than the battle programs installed into their hard drive. So with all of these pros, why did the Empire stop producing them and switch to clones, then later stormtroopers? Let's take some examples for our cause. In The Phantom Menace, we saw the droid army and how they ultimately lost to the Gungans. In Attack of the Clones, we saw the Jedi preparing for death by the droids when Yoda showed up with the clones and destroyed them with ease. Then in Revenge of the Sith, we see again that droids are no match for Jedi or troopers that they come across. While these are all decent answers, there's more politically to the reasons why. According to Rogue One Ultimate Guide, the Senate voted that a bill be passed to prohibit the creation and sale of battle droids. However, there was a loophole around this. It was used to create the KX series security droids as seen in Rogue One. Now I will add, while this isn't stated in the guide itself, it's safe to assume that the Imperial Sentry droids and the EXD Infiltrator droid as seen in Rebels were created around this law too. The main reason that the droids were discontinued is because humans feel. They can think critically. Their dexterity is more fluid than a droid's, and they were able to mass produce the clones as test tube babies with accelerated growth factors. Droids were, well, dumb. Unless you housed an R2 unit into a droid, then I think the opposition would have some trouble against such an intelligent and human-like robot. The problem was that they were very dumb. This wasn't because the technology wasn't around to make them intelligent. Actually it was, but it was very difficult to trust droids to stay loyal if they were smart. Something like an R2 unit, which may spark a moral disagreement or ignite a rebellion. Another piece of info is that politically, the droids were reigning terror, while the clones arrived and brought balance back to the Republic, which helped Palpatine's seat and image. Now, to add another answer, however, one from the Thrawn novel, is that by the time of the Empire, human troopers, clones or not, were easily manipulated by the dark side of the Force. It was noted that by the time Palpatine's death came around, the Empire's officers and troopers were in a frenzy trying to come to their senses. This hint of mind control helped with humans, however, failed with droids. We can see why Palpatine switched over.